Orbital complications of acute sinus disease. Orbital complications are the most common complications encountered with acute bacterial sinusitis. The infection can spread directly through the thin bone laminae separating the ethmoid or frontal sinuses from the orbit or by thrombophlebitis of the ethmoid veins. Diagnosis should be based on an accurate physical examination, including ophthalmological evaluation and appropriate radiological studies. CT scan is the most sensitive means of diagnosing an orbital abscess, although ultrasound has been found to be 90% effective for diagnosing anterior abscesses. The classification by Chandler, which is based on physical examination findings, provides a reasonable framework to guide management. This classification consists of 5 groups of orbital inflammation. Let us have a look of what these groups are. Group 1, inflammatory edema, that is preseptal cellulitis with normal visual acuity and extraocular movement. Group 2, orbital cellulitis with diffuse orbital edema but no discrete abscess. Group 3, subperiosteal abscess beneath the periosteum of the laminae papyracea, resulting in downward and lateral globe displacement. Group 4, orbital abscess with chemosis, ophthalmoplegia, and decreased visual acuity. And finally, now let us have a look at what these groups are before we have a look at group 1. Group 1, periorbital cellulitis, preseptal abscess. This is the septum. In front of it, an abscess, that is the preseptal abscess of group 1. Number 2, postseptal. This is the septum. Behind it, in the orbit, and this is called orbital cellulitis. 3, beneath the periosteum, the subperiosteal abscess. 4, abscess within the orbit, orbital abscess. And lastly, cavernous sinus thrombophlebitis. I repeat again, group 1, preseptal, group 2, postseptal, group 3, subperiosteal, group 4, orbital, and finally group 5, cavernous sinus thrombophlebitis. Now what is group 5? Cavernous sinus thrombosis with rapidly progressive bilateral chemosis, ophthalmoplegia, retinal engorgement, and loss of visual acuity, possible meningeal signs, and high fever. These constitute the findings in group 5. Let us have a look again at the 5 groups. Group 1, in front of the septum, preseptal cellulitis. Group 2, behind the septum, postseptal, also called orbital cellulitis. Group 3, subperiosteal abscess. Group 4, orbital abscess. And group 5, cavernous sinus thrombophlebitis. The 5 groups classified by Chandler. The incidence is found to be 1.5 per 10,000 cases of acute sinus episodes. Moreover, antibiotic administration in acute sinusitis is not linked to a significant change in the incidence of orbital cellulitis. If it is destined to occur, it will happen despite antibiotic administration. Medical management, including sinus drainage and intravenous antibiotics, is advocated for any degree of orbital complication. The use of decongestant and antibiotic therapy will be discussed in medical care. However, among the classifications by Chandler, surgical drainage of both the infected sinus and the orbit are advocated for groups 3 to 5 if inadequate improvement or progression of orbital cellulitis occurs despite appropriate medical therapy or if the patient has loss of visual acuity. A detailed description of the orbital complications of acute sinus disease.